Hello, everyone, and welcome to twitch.tv/the Onyx Path, where tonight we have gathered for Scarredlands, Sins of Shelzar, Season 3, Episode 8, The Hounds. Before we dive into tonight's festivities, there are a couple of things that I want to make sure that I bring to everybody's attention. First of all, the end of the month is... last Friday of the month is always our Onyx Path game night through Start Playing. That would be the 31st. You can head over to their website and look at what games are on offer or see details for how to set up your own game. You can also get information on that for our Discord. This month, we're focusing our attention on Trinity Continuum, but any Onyx Path game is welcome. And part of the reason why we're focusing on Trinity Continuum is because the Trinity Continuum Player's Guide is now actively raising funds on BackerKit. I've had a very busy day and haven't even had a chance to look at it. So let's see where we're at. So we have surpassed our goal and we have unlocked a couple of stretch goals. So now is the time to get over there and back it if you have not yet done so. Ignore the text that says to be notified on launch. It's been launched, and that is a live link, and I'm just forgot to update it on the Nightbot. So I will make sure that those responsible will be sacked. The last thing I want to make sure that you're all aware of, since we are playing some Scarredlands, this is extra pertinent. There's a sale on over at Indie Press Revolution, which ends on the 31st. And that is 50% off all of our OGL materials, including everything for Scarredlands that's up there, Legend Lore, First Edition Pugmire, all that stuff is half off through the 31st. There's also a couple of Chronicles of Darkness books on there, including Changeling Lust 2nd edition and Dark Airs 2, I believe. So now that the bills is paid, let's dive right into it. We had to miss last week due to a bunch of player illness, so we're going to hop right into the action with a quick recap. When last we met, after heading down into the caverns beneath Kovo Kimru, you all met with the Eshik settlement down there and made allies with them, helped them recover some of their people who had been kidnapped by the Skurai. As payment for that service, you were paid, you were rewarded with the Winterbloom seeds that you have been assigned by Tennille to bury on the 4 other continents of Skarn to bring a rejuvenating winter to the world. But you've come to suspect for several reasons that that's not exactly what's going to happen, and you decided to seek out the aid of another god in your current circumstance. You successfully hunted a Feldir in hopes to sacrifice through that hunt as a ritual to summon Tennille. And we had just left off with you all in the wilderness south of Kovo Kimru. The Feldir had just fallen dead as Lulu rode it to the ground like Legolas in, Return of the King.
It was absolutely as graceful as an elf. It absolutely was.
Shouting for Tennille. There's snow is kicked up as the Feldir hits the ground. And as the snow starts to settle and all of you sort of find your footing and make sure you're okay, you all see several silhouettes in the well, you don't all see them, I guess. Lulu and Alan, you're really the only ones that are in a position to see them unhindered, at first anyway. You see several wolves, what looks like a pack of dire wolves, and then another wolf that's about twice the size of a dire wolf, walking up from the south.
I don't know if I feel like I should alert people or if we're trying to be quiet, but I guess I'll be like, guys, there's a bunch of wolves coming.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and arrow.
Excellent. Why doesn't everyone make a religion check for me, please?
So, regardless of religion check, Ithrin's gonna whisper, they might be honor guard. And my religion check is 9.
They might be. That's what you come up with a 9.
I got a 17.
I'm the worst druid cleric ever. My religion is +0.
14.
You have a good heart. Like, that's it, though.
My wisdom is great. My intelligence is terrible.
I'm trying so hard to roll a religion check and it's not letting me. I'm just gonna roll whatever I can get. No, I can't roll anything. Would someone roll a d20 and take a -1 for me?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
I rolled a 6. I'm so sorry.
I
Someone else
take it
will
back.
probably
I
roll
don't
for
want
you next
Rachel to
time.
roll my religion. It's okay. It's okay.
And we're Sherling and no low rolling or no?
I got like a 6. I don't know anything.
I got a 13, but Charlong
All
is not a wisdom, intelligence, religion knower either.
So the only thing, both Charlie and Alan know that Tennille is often accompanied by what are called the Hounds of Tennille.
And the captain.
They're white. They're large white wolves.
I've been waiting.
But Alan, you also recognize from stories that you've heard the large wolf. You suspect strongly is Tennille's herald, a creature by the name of Gara. Partially distinct because it's one of the few mundane animals that have ever been elevated to being a god's herald. She was just a dire wolf and then was gifted with speech and diplomatic powers and basically acts as Tennille's mouthpiece.
Cool. Knowing this, I'm gonna put my bow and arrow down, and I'm just gonna turn and say bow. And I'm gonna kneel on one knee and put my fist on the floor.
I
I
will
will
follow suit.
do what. Yep. Me too.
So you all are kneeling in the snow. Is anyone not kneeling in the snow?
I'm not kneeling in the snow.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be kneeling. I don't do that.
So, as a point of clarification, Ithrin is not necessarily like genuflecting, but she's more like the respectful, like, yes, someone important is here. Because, like, when you're a cleric, you've got to think of these things.
Sure. The pack sort of separates beneath the tree line, with several of them heading around to the left and others heading to the right. Gara's on the right. Feel free to move yourselves wherever you'd like to. Alan, I assume you're just kind of stepping in and staying basically where you're at?
Yeah.
Is that correct? All right. If anyone else wants to move, you're welcome to.
Before anything, I'm gonna use Arcane Recovery and get 2 third-level spell slots back.
Excellent. Gara steps forward and walks right up to Lulu.
Is the giant deer supposed to be there?
Yeah, that's the corpse of the Felder.
Oh, it's just the corpse. Okay.
Yep. She says, you've called.
Yes, I have. And then I'll be like, Ithrin wants to talk to you.
Hey, Ithrin, like, do you mind checking out the tires on this bus? Like, let me get under there.
Classic Lulu.
She says, why have you summoned us?
Who is she talking to?
The room, but I mean, she's looking at Lulu mostly, but you've called forth the hunt. What do you want?
I'm not good at negotiations.
So Ithrin has an intelligence of 10, but a
Oh,
wisdom
God.
of 20, so she's just gonna bluff her way through this. Hi. My name is Ithrin. I am a druid who works for Deneb, and there are a series of really strange events which are not interesting in the slightest, I promise you. I've ended up in service to the Winter Queen, and she wants to create eternal winter, and I could basically not do what she wants, and then she'll smite me, which, like, if that was gonna save the world, I would accept that as the cost for my own folly. But then she would just appoint someone else to do her dirty work, and eternal winter still comes. So, help, please?
She says, Arius spoke to my master of your predicament. Why do you not simply destroy the winter bloom seeds?
Well, part of it is I'm not sure how. The other part is there might be a way to do it, but I'm not sure I'm capable of doing it. And then the third part is it's going to take a while, during which time period the Winter Queen could catch on to what we're doing and cue the smiting.
Dara nods. And these are your companions.
I honestly have no idea why they're following me around, but I'm really grateful that they are.
And so
Love you guys.
you fear for their fates as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, they don't deserve to freeze and starve and die. Like nobody does, but they really don't.
Half dead orc standing here going, yeah, we don't deserve to die.
We're just gonna gloss over that.
The divine truce forbids Tennille from directly intervening.
Okay, but the Winter Queen is about to break the divine truce.
Yes, I'm aware.
The winter bloom seeds will break it.
I wasn't finished.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I get excitement. I can offer you an option. I can offer you the method by which to destroy the seeds, and we can keep the Snow Queen off of your scent until the task is complete.
Ithrin will look back to all of her friends and be like, what do you think of this?
Yeah, but then afterwards we're just gonna get smoked.
I believe you are muted, Sherlin.
But what happens to Ithrin and us, for that matter, after?
That is not my place to determine.
I mean, I have made some very bad decisions, so if this ends with me getting smote, I accept that.
I thought we understood the worst that could happen was worse than being smote.
Well, no, so the idea is we avert the worst that happens. The Snow Queen catches on, and I get smote, which that I guess I would be okay getting smote if that's the order of operations, because then nobody
Weren't
else
you gonna
can...
turn into some weird cleric?
An
what was that
unhallowed.
called? Unhallowed.
Yeah, so maybe cut my head off before that happens, but I'm trying to save the world. There's a lot of lives at stake, and it's kind of my fault.
If Freya does, in her rage at your betrayal, resort to inflicting such a fate on you, your associates know your true name. They need only drag you to holy ground and they'll be able to end you.
Back to her companions.
If you ask us to end you, I will respect your wishes. I'm not going to go end you without you telling me it's okay, though.
Oh, look, if we've successfully destroyed the winter bloom seeds, that's fine. Like, yes, I made bad choices. I accept that. And if I can just be the lightning rod for her wrath so nobody else has to suffer, I guess that's what I gotta do.
It is both brave and noble. She walks over and sort of nuzzles the back of Ithrin's hand with her nose.
I give her some scritches.
Excellent. She licks your palm and says, "You are now imperceptible to Freya, and you will remain so for 1 month's time."
Thank you.
You're welcome. I may offer the same protection to your friends should you all desire it.
That was my next question, if she could track me through them. So, guys, let
I'll
her
stick my
lick
hand
you.
out.
Uh,
Me?
She runs around and licks everyone's palm. Or is anyone not accepting this?
I am.
She says, in terms of what to do, you must find a falcon, slay it, and place the winter bloom seeds in a cauldron filled with its dying blood, where it must sit for 8 days' time.
Where do we find a falcon?
A falcon?
Falcon.
I believe if you go home, you'll find there's one not far from there.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Well, we have a month minus 7 days.
Any faster way to get there? Do we? If it's our home, don't we have teleportation or whatever? No.
I think 3 of you can make a teleportation circle that gets back to Shelzar.
I believe so.
I definitely can.
Yeah, same.
There we go.
I think I have that spell too.
You might not know Shelzar, but
Yeah, but you guys do so.
She says, "I wish you all a happy and safe hunt."
Thank your lady for the favor as much as would be appropriate. And thank you as well on a personal level.
She says, "My mistress thanks you for serving her mother dutifully." And turns and takes off. They fade into the snow south of you all from whence they came. What would y'all like to do?
Oh my god, we better hurry.
So
we're not
sigh
gonna.
and look at the rest of her friends like, so what do we do next? We gotta get home.
I say, I say we see what we can buy with this deer back at that town. And then we teleport back to Shelzar.
Yes, agreed.
Did we ever bring back our samples to Kovakimaru?
Yes, yeah, you stopped and dropped off the things and explained what you found down there and shared everything with them that wasn't the winterbloom seeds.
Okay. So I can go back and get the library whenever I want, right?
Absolutely.
Cool.
So you're heading back into Kovo Kimmer to look for supplies?
And
I just wanted to be in the loop of
get-
what's going on so I can know if I can backtrack at some point.
Yeah, you absolutely can. You basically have a free run of the libraries at the Wizard's Tower there in Kovo Kimmer.
Is anyone a really good trader? Barter?
What skills go into that? Persuading?
Charisma.
Oh, charisma.
I mean, I'm-
plus one, so it's not me.
Nope.
I'm
not
I'm
me.
pretty
I could
decent
intimidate.
as a seller. But I guess I'll try to see what we can do.
I can stand behind you and look really menacing.
Basically what I want to do is I want to try to we're not going to use anything from this deer, and that seems completely fucking wasteful, right? Like it's a giant.
Right. Question one: how do you plan to get the deer back to Kovo Kimmer?
I can carry a pretty good amount, but
I was going to
not
say,
all
what
of
is its drag? Like,
Can
what's
we
its
chop
weight?
it up in smaller pieces and put it in Nolo's bag of holding?
I'm
Let's
also
put the whole thing
looking.
together in there.
I don't know if
I'm also looking at the map, and there's a lot of just brush and branches, so we could probably rig up like a sledge or a travois.
Sure. Yeah. It wouldn't fit in a bag of holding. It
could,
weighs about 3 tons.
You can reduce it to a bit, right?
Yeah, if you want to cast like enlarge reduce on it.
Do I have that prepared today?
I
don't
have it on my tattoo if you want me to, Mike.
That just works on you.
yourself, yeah.
I could get bigger and carry it, maybe?
We could
I mean, that is
Rest
an
of
I
option.
can get bigger too, so we'll both be two giants.
We could be giants and carrying it
I think
together.
that only lasts like 10 minutes though, or a minute. So like
Yeah.
for a minute that
How
would be
far are we?
hilarious. But
we could rest. And I can prepare my spells again, and then I can get a summoning circle and enlarge, reduce, put it in bag of holding. Possibly, I don't know if it's even gonna fit at that point still, but it'll probably celebration circle.
Yeah, even if you cast reduce on it, because reduce only will remove. I think only reduces it by 1 size category.
Mhm.
So it would still be too big for a bag of holding.
How about them antlers? It's probably like worth something.
I was gonna say, so survival wise, like what goods, because there's probably just hundreds of pounds of meat, right? There's also
And fur.
yeah, like hide, antlers, hooves, like most of the animal is useful, but how can we move it? Can we do a
Physics.
sleigh thing? And
Yeah,
drag?
I mean, honestly, you're like the
What happened to
so-
Alan's cart? Could we
Mm.
use the cart somehow?
I thought
Do
Alan's
we
cart
enlarge the cart?
for a minute. Yeah. The antlers on the Feldir are almost like snow scoops, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could actually cut the antlers off and build like a sleigh to like carry it on. You would just need to be able to drag it.
So then we need what, 3 ton of drag between us?
Yeah.
So I have strong back. If I enlarge myself, would that enlarge that as well? So it says I'm at the top end of what is considered a medium creature, and I have the carrying capacity of a large creature. So if I upped myself, would I have
Yes,
the carrying capacity of an?
Yes, but again, for only a minute.
Where can we see the drag? Like how much?
Like
we can
your
drag?
weight.
Yeah. Where is that
So
in the book?
that's
Or
in under ability scores in the player's guide, I do believe.
weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity, which is your strength score multiplied by 12 or 15.
My strength score multiplied by what?
15.
My strength score is 20.
Except because you're a large creature, yours is higher.
Larger creatures can bear more for multiply for each size category above medium double. And yeah.
At 12th
So-
level, what's the biggest thing I can polymorph into?
300, 600, 1200. How many pounds in a ton?
That's an excellent question. 2,000.
So I can
Lulu
polymorph
without
it-
any bonuses can sled like 1,200 pounds out of the 6,000 needed, so we're like a fifth of the way there.
That feels great. We got this.
So any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or lower than your own level is what you can polymorph into. So your 12th level.
Yeah.
So let me just do a quick search here on monsters. We're
Yeah,
looking.
you could
you're
probably
looking for-
polymorph one of us or multiple
Does anyone
of us
have
into-
reanimate corpse?
Ah, no.
Oh, you know what? Dead corpses count as objects, so I can animate object on the dead deer. But that's not gonna last long either. That's only like a minute.
How well
So,
is it fast?
How long? How
Uh,
far away are we from the thing? Because if I can get enlarged for a minute, and then Lulu can get enlarged for
you
a
can
minute.
polymorph though, like into like a. You can go
your largest creature
higher
that you could
size
polymorph
category, right?
into would be a brontosaurus. You can polymorph into any size category as long as you
Who can polymorph?
match as long as it's within the level range, right? So at 12th
You
level,
want the
you
highest strength, highest size category.
well, the highest size category is a gargantuan. You can do a brontosaurus that has a strength of 21. If you go into large, if only it let me sort by strength. Yeah, I would assume brontosaurus is probably going to be your best bet at a strength of 21.
Okay. 1 sec.
Well,
It's,
gargantuan is 3 size categories above,
Yes.
so that's 120 pounds per point of strength. So 240 pounds per point of strength drag.
That's not even close.
240 times 21.
That's enough.
Oh, I thought you said 240 was the
It-
total. Sorry.
With all, it would still need Lulu.
I
But
got that.
the
I have a strength of
brontosaurus,
20.
a brontosaurus and Lulu. But I mean, once we bring polymorph, can you cast 2 polymorphs? Because then it
No,
would
it's a
just
concentration spell.
be oh.
But at higher levels, right? Can I do 2 creatures or?
I don't know if you can do multiple targets at higher levels. Let me check.
No, I don't think I can either. I think
Too
I
bad
just.
you're not a
it's
sorcerer
not,
with twin.
It's not pumpable.
But yeah, no, 1 brontosaurus and 1 Lulu. We could drag it back.
Let's do it.
You would just need to cast polymorph like 4 times.
Which, is that doable? I can cast it 3 times. If I rest, if we long rest right now, I could do it 3 times.
Hold on. What happens if I twin haste on the Brontosaurus and Lulu? Can we cut that down to only 3 times that we need to polymorph?
I feel like we're negotiating.
It would be twice, right? Because it would be effectively.
Well, I mean,
one
haste
and a half
only
times.
lasts 1 minute, right? So it's only going to cut
right.
a little
That's
bit
true.
of time off.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, not. I don't know if that would be enough.
The image is just
appreciate-
hilarious.
Yes, it is.
So what if we do the dinosaur and me 3 times?
Hold on. This is silly. This is silly. This is silly.
Yes, yeah. You noticed? Yeah.
Can we fit the deer in a teleportation circle?
No, it's only 10
Damn
feet.
it.
I checked too.
Wait.
We
What
cut the
if we
deer up
cut it
into
up
feet.
and stack it up?
Because
Wait,
we did memorize Kova Kimru's teleportation circle. We could draw a circle here and go there.
Just vertically
We'll
stacked
just
the deer.
Stack him up vertically like
Yep.
a Tower of Pisa.
Yep. Oh, it's gonna
Wait.
fall on
Wait,
something, but that's something else.
Okay, no. Wait. But seriously, hold on. No, I'm serious. Hold on, though. What if we put a teleportation circle here? We go through. We tell them this is back to the deer, and then we have their merchants come and take the deer apart.
way smarter, actually. Way smarter.
And then we don't have to do the work. They
Way
still
less
get the
steps.
profit off of it, and we don't have to stay here while they do it.
The biggest roadblock you would have at that point would be you would need to, because when you activate teleportation circle, it only stays active for that round, like when you
Yeah.
actually are moving through it. So the only speed bump is someone would have to cast it to send their merchants back, but the circle will still be there for 24 hours for you to
Right.
send somebody back through. So yeah, you could absolutely do that.
I don't think it works like that.
What do you mean?
I'm like reading because like, well, I guess
You draw.
you
yeah,
can
you draw the
okay,
circle.
Okay. All right, and you give it a rune sequence, and it's only temporary unless you cast it once a day for a year.
For a year, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And then they could have one of their, like, if they need to keep doing it, somebody from there can come and keep casting the teleportation circle in there so that they can keep going back and taking care of it until it's taken apart or, taken off by wolves or whatever.
I don't know.
Right,
I
or
like
they
the
can
idea
just-
of walking back in the Brontosaurus and Lulu dragging it.
While I like that idea, that does waste a lot of our resources.
And time, and you now have
Which
for
is
the
the main
first time
resource.
in a long time, you have a ticking clock.
I see cat.
I do see a cat too.
Nah. All right,
Well, you
I'll
all
start
let
drawing
me
a
know the-
circle.
Excellent.
Starlong kind of harumps and starts drawing a circle.
I mean, if it would help any, I'd draw one too, but I don't know that it would.
No, you'll probably have to cast the spell when you get back, even though there's a circle there at Kovakimru. Somebody's gonna have to actually cast the spell.
I'm gonna stay here and guard the deer so no animals try to eat it. Because
Word.
people have to come back, right?
Yes, but then how are you gonna get back from Kovakimru? What's your plan to get back? You
I thought somebody was showing them where the deer was. You're just telling them to take the teleportation circle.
Yeah, so the plan is, and Sarah, correct me if I'm wrong. You all teleport to Kovakimru. You say, "Hey, we took down a fell deer. We will trade it to you for X, Y, and Z. And we will teleport you to its location." You get the people to teleport to the location. You send them back through a teleportation circle spell, but you're not going back. You're just sending them back.
Yeah.
Like it's basically like
I mean, at that point though, it would be nothing.
buyer
for me
picks
to,
up. Right?
At that point, it would be nothing for me to pick up Lulu though. to go with them and then pick up Lulu.
Except for another casting of teleportation circle.
Yeah, another 5th level spell slot, which I'm a sorcerer, so I can move spell slots around like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if
mean, that's okay. I'll go with you. If I just wasn't sure if people would take us at our word. Like, hey, there's a deer over here. We promise. Go through this teleportation circle. I'm sure nothing bad will
To be
happen.
fair, that you
So
always
first of all,
pull for them and got shit back. So I kind of
Yeah.
feel like you got to like just give us the benefit of the doubt.
there's something from this deer we can bring that will be like a good trade item.
yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
could
take an
pull.
antler.
Yeah,
Antler.
well, you could pull like a tip off of an antler. Their antlers are
A toenail.
20 feet long.
A toenail that would be used in a breastplate.
Right, but it'll also be our proof that there really is one.
Yeah, but
yeah, like a hoof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Something
big
like
dick.
that. I say whoever's
picture.
best at skinning animals
What
tries
skill
to
does that
like,
fall under?
I don't got it.
survival.
Probably me because
I would
I
think.
think I have leather smithing.
Oh, there you go.
If you have leatherworking tools, it would be that. Otherwise, it would just be a survival roll.
I'm really
I
good
have
at reading, so I
Jeweler's
can
tools, smith's tools.
Oh, surviving is not my cup of tea.
I know
Can
martial
you get
arts.
Can you get a good example of fell deer hide from this thing for me to bring with and find someone to bring back?
I
Yeah, I
know
can
that
probably-
it was pretty ripped up. I'm just gonna go over there and pull off a big piece of skin. It
That's
was
fair.
tore
Yeah.
up.
I mean, okay. Can I
Got
roll
it.
survival to make it clean?
Sure you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't botch it.
While they're doing that, I will be casting the
12.
first of 3 teleportation circles if we want to do it that way. I'm
Fun
happy to
facts.
cast it 3 times today. It'll be fun.
Fun fact
Is-
that no one probably wanted to know: if they're doing skin grafts, one of the ways that they do is they peel dead people's skin and dehydrate it, and they literally put it through a roller, so they go with the skin.
Oh,
Why do you know this?
My past job saw lots of bodies in freezers.
And you would say stuff like, I don't do anything interesting.
That just makes me sound like a murderer.
It's
Yeah.
interesting.
But talking about how they unroll skin and
Okay, Dexter.
It makes like a flapping noise.
Like when everybody's like, "Oh, we're taking the skin for coats." I'm like, "Oh, we're not wearing the people. Sorry."
So you pull a flap of the flayed skin of this Felder off, like the world's largest hangnail. And and Ithrin sort of shears the loose chunks of meat off the back of it while Charlon casts teleportation circle. You all make it
snacks.
back into town, and you absolutely are capable of getting together some trade for this. What is it that you're trying to get from the good folks of Kovo Kimra in exchange for these Feldir parts?
the
Money.
100 the chalks and spell components needed to cast 2 more teleportation circles. Beyond
I
that-
want a scroll. I want a scroll of planar whatever we need that going to different planes.
You want
Well,
a
y'all
scroll
won-
of plane shift?
And I that library, so come get me when you're ready. I'm gonna
Yeah.
raid that library.
Bye.
All right. They do not have. No one in Kovo Kimmer has a scroll of plane shift.
Dang.
Do we I guess the question is what is the trade value that we are capable of with the deer?
The entire Feldir in the condition it's in, you probably get 5,000 gold worth of trade.
I mean,
What's
that's
like
not
an
bad.
uncommon magic item? I'm trying to remember.
I mean, there's a lot of uncommon magic items.
But like the price of, or are they just all kind of all over the place?
Oh,
Aren't they by category priced?
They are priced largely
Like
by
what would
category.
5,000 get us in magic item terms?
So
I never remember the scales of these things, and
so like you would be able to get a 5th level spell scroll for 1,000 gold.
could be useful.
Your actual factual like magic item costs. Give me a second. I'm digging those out.
Like if I were interested in a belt of giant strength. Though we don't need them anymore. More rings of warmth. I think we bought out the rings of warmth they had.
We did.
So you'd be looking at least here, you're looking at 500 gold per category. So a common would be 5, uncommon 1,000, rare 1,500.
So we might be able to get a magic
Rare.
item or two out of the deer. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, if that's what you want. If that's what you want to do with it.
That group. Any other thoughts of what to trade for with a company that doesn't use coin?
The teleport circles are a good idea.
Yeah, you're effectively looking at, what is it, 50 gold?
Yeah, it
every
costs
time
me
you-
50 gold to cast the spell. So
Okay.
I buy like 200 gold worth of materials to cast the spell again a couple times.
Okay.
But like,
So I guess my next question is, what will help us kill a Thulkin?
A good question. What do we know about them? Because I don't know anything.
Give me just 1 second, and I'll tell you exactly what you know about them.
because like Charlung really wants a belt of giant strength, but understands that it may not be the most useful thing for the entire group to have right now. And expresses it as such.
Thulkins are among the few Titan spawn that Thulkus, the Iron Father, created intentionally. He drew these monstrosities from his iron cauldron and shaped them into living smiths to churn out mighty magical weapons for the divine war. No one knows how many remain, but their numbers have certainly dwindled in the era since the Titans War. They are fiery creatures, seemingly composed of rock and magma, glowing with a dreadful heat. They have giant humanoid bodies, which are featureless, and have a marbled black rocky hide that's constantly cooling and reheating. The white hot eyes of a Thulkin seethe with hatred and power. Many of them are metalworkers and craftsmen, and they are both greedy and selfish. So they will. They're extremely greedy, but they're also known to like negotiate for their lives. They have a observed sense of self-preservation.
Hmm. Well, I'm looking at some items and I see the Ring of Shared Suffering. I'd be willing to wear that with somebody if they wanted to.
That sounds intimidating.
Well, I could. It says that I could take half of the damage from somebody because I know that, like.
I mean, it goes the
I'm
other way
willing to
too,
work-
right?
Yeah, so basically the damage is distributed between the two people wearing it.
Yeah. So if you take
Oh, is
damage,
it both ways? I
they
only
take
read it as one.
Yeah.
Okay.
as
Thanks.
well. Yeah, I mean, we don't even have magic weapons, like, as a group. Like, we could probably all
Yeah.
get +1 weapon. That's just, like,
Mhm.
uncommon, right? If we had 5,000 worth of deer, 6 weapons is 1,500.
Are some of you still running around without a magic weapon?
I don't think any of us have magic weapons.
I have a
Two.
+1 short bow, but I don't actually use a weapon.
I got a +2 quarterstaff.
Yeah, I don't have magic weapons, but I have cantrips that let me enchant mine, so I don't necessarily feel a need for one.
Olin made mine, so it's really cool.
And I did.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, there's also
I'd be better off with a different kind of gear,
Armor.
not necessarily a weapon.
I mean,
Yeah, armor
enchanted
might not be a-
armor.
There you go.
Not a terrible idea. That's rare for a +1, very rare for a +2.
So at rare, you're looking at 1,500 a suit.
We could get a few people some suits. Who dies a lot? Charlong, you probably need one. You just died killing this deer, so we might need you to have one.
That is
Not a
true.
bad point.
Charlung does not wear any armor.
Intentionally?
They should.
It incurs spellcasting penalties to do so.
Oh,
What if you have a ring of protection or something like that?
Bracers of
There was
defense, like-
something.
Yeah, there's something like that, right?
Bracers of defense. I got the
Yeah, there's a couple of like
I have attunement.
non
slots.
armor items that you can get your hands on. Yes.
You may want to try something like that.
We can have matching bracers.
Yeah, well, bracers or defense are while wearing. You get +2 AC if you're wearing no armor.
Yeah.
And then the thing though is, I don't think that stacks with mage armor. Because mage armor sets your shit to 13+ dex mod.
True.
But I don't know if
I mean,
the +2 from bracers of defense then stack on top of that or not.
I'll take some armor. I can always raise my AC class. I'm down. Just take some hits.
As a barbarian, you're better off not wearing armor most of the time. What's your wisdom
I feel-
modifier? Or I mean, your constitution modifier?
+3.
So if you put on any armor, you're automatically losing 3 off your armor class.
Maybe I should just wear a ring then.
Yeah, like rings and cloaks and shit are where it's at for those of you who need to avoid armor.
Yeah, cloak of
entanglements.
protection. Cloak of protection is uncommon.
There you go. You want to get one of those?
We could all get cloaks of protection. It's +1 to AC and saving throws.
Sure.
Not that they have probably 6 of them in this town. We might get lucky and they have 1 or 2.
Can I wear a cloak? As a turtle?
Can you? Sure. I mean, you'll look kind of silly, but yes, you can wear a cloak.
weren't we wearing cloaks already?
Not me.
No, not you, but like everybody else. We are
Yeah.
already wearing a cloak of protection.
Are you wearing a cloak of protection, or are you just wearing a
No,
warm
just
weather
like
cloak?
a warm weather
No,
cloak.
we're wearing a cloak of protection. We got it when we fought the guy for the tree thing.
Mike, have you heard of a ring of spell storing?
I have heard of that. I have not considered using it for this characters. I haven't used a spellcaster in a while. So
Might be something that the spellcasters might want to think about. Sounds
Yeah.
kind of cool, at least.
multiple times now.
What's up, Lily? What do you see?
I mean, the other thing is, do they? So, what did you want the plane shit for, Allie?
We just seem to run into that problem abnormally a lot.
Like
wow.
the ways of planar travel are not unknown to the orcs. And I know that in order to do so, even if we have the ability to cast the spell, we need a rod attuned to the place we want to go. So if we want to be able to do plane shifting, looking for that, they might have various rods at the wizard tower here.
Yeah, the idea of planar travel is all but like utterly foreign to the wizards here. They're like, "What are you talking about?" Is effectively their response to you.
Can I do a ring of protection?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what level?
It's basically like the cloak, only a ring. It's a rare item. Was the
Yeah,
cloak uncommon?
yeah. So the ring of protection is 1,500.
Oh, maybe I'll just get the cloak then. That way. What was it called?
We already have the cloak. That's what I'm saying. We all got a cloak of protection. When we invaded that walled off, was Lulu not with us? She was.
When you invaded what?
The fortress with the undead guy, and there was the gladiator ring.
That's where you found me.
That's where you found Lulu. Lulu was.
We have the cloaks of protection, but Lulu doesn't.
Lulu was locked up.
When did we get cloaks of protection?
And Nolo doesn't have one either.
We got them before we went into the thing, into the.
You might be the only person that actually equipped that.
Yeah, because I mean, I would have put it on my character sheet.
I have an AC of 19, so anything else is just kind of nice. I don't necessarily need it, but it's great to not get hit as a wizard. So,
I mean, we could definitely each get one. Whoever doesn't have it,
but I'm good, honestly. So think about yourselves.
I would
like a cloak of protection.
I'm reading books in the library. I don't care.
Do you have attunement slots open?
Me?
Yeah.
I think so.
What do you have for attunements?
I have the Ring of Warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Which you can unattune when you leave.
Yeah.
And I have Grow Within, but I don't know why that's attuned. I don't know what that is.
That's the tattoo that gives you enlarge reduce.
Enlarge.
Mm-hmm. Which you cannot unattune unless you have the tattoo removed.
When I search equipment in D&D Beyond, it will only give me wondrous items.
You gotta go to game rules, magic items in the lower left-hand corner of the right side.
There should be a way to do it from the character sheet, but I'll send you the link.
I have one slot available. Because I don't have a cloak of invisibility anymore because everybody took my stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I literally don't have a single thing attuned.
And like I said, you can once you leave Kobo Kimmer, I mean, you can unattune that Ring of Warmth whenever you want to. You just will start getting very cold until you leave. You won't need it in Shelzar because it's in a desert.
Ooh, Noah's gonna love that shit.
Yeah, I'm good. I would like a cloak of protection. I can attune it.
Excellent. What is Noah looking for in the library?
I'm looking for anything regarding time and or gravity spells and manipulation.
Excellent. Go ahead and just give me like a Arcana check if you don't mind.
All right. Nice. 23.
Oh, glorious. Yeah, you find a pair of books. One dealing specifically with time spells. The other dealing specifically with gravitic spells. You're able to in order to copy down any of these resources like in a useful fashion would take days, if not weeks, unless you have some way to speed that up.
Let's see. So I can't take anything from here, right?
No, not that you know of.
Do you have a scanner app on your phone?
I wish I had like a duplicate object. I do not.
I mean, you could trim some time down with like unseen cartographer. Might help because they could make notes for you. But you're still like, it's going to be days, if not weeks. However, you can also earmark them and you could utilize some of that credit to pay for scribe services to have someone copy it for you.
I would like that. I'm going to regroup and ask for that as part of the deal.
So a scribe services is going to run you about 150 gold per day. To get both books, you're looking at about 14 days of scribe work.
So 100, you said 150?
Yep.
Times 14 days. So that's 2,100 gold. What about just the time scroll for now?
Cut it in half.
Cut it in half. 2, so 1,000, 1,050.
You can use some of the deer money.
How much is that? Do we have?
We have 5,000, and I just used an uncommon item of that.
Yeah, so you have 4,500 left, unless somebody else has bought something. Were you able to find the magic items off the link I sent, Sarah?
Yes.
Excellent. Did you see anything you wanted?
I'm skimming, but probably not.
Okay.
If that's fine with everybody else, I'd like to use that for this time spell sheet.
Fine with me?
Anything that Alan is getting?
Nope.
You want to make another roll on your ongoing work while
Yes.
everybody else is shopping and shit?
Do you need anything for your ongoing work?
Not really.
If there is leftover things, I would like the gravity one, but it's not super.
Is there anything that Ithrin wants?
No, like she's asking a lot of all of her friends, so she's happy for them to get the cool toys. If there is a library, then she's gonna spend most of her time like, all right, how do we kill a fucking Tulkin?
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a Arcana or History, whichever you prefer, roll. If you don't mind.
They're both bad.
Excellent.
Oh, 18. Raw 18 on Arcana.
Glorious. So what you discover as you're looking through it is that they are resistant to fire, poison, and all bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons.
All right.
And they're
Okay. So they're resistant to fire, piercing, and what else?
so fire and poison,
Okay.
and all non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
My weapon is magical, right, Alan?
Your axe is magical, yeah. The one that like lets you sync your rage with people.
Yeah.
Yes, that one is magic.
I was just checking. I gotta make sure it's gonna be effective.
I will absolutely convey this to everybody else.
You also discover that they have kind of the magma that flows beneath their flesh is pressurized. So if you're close to them and you hit them, there's a good chance you're going to get sprayed with hot liquid magma.
Yeah. I need a face shield.
I will also convey that.
I'm gonna get burned.
I mean,
Uh,
Lulu's our tank. She could take it. Everyone else would probably stay away.
Unless anyone else has any other purchases, then I would assume Mike you'd be able to grab both of those books.
What's
I'm gonna
what
make
was,
sure that I'm gonna go back with Charlon because they seem to be the one making a lot of the decisions with the money. So I want to make sure it's fine with them.
what was rare and very rare?
It's 500 per level. So it's 500 for uncommon, 1,000 for common, 1,500 for rare, 2,000 for very rare, and then 2,500 for legendary if they have it on hand.
I mean, if there is a belt of frost giant strength available in this town,
What's the rarity on that?
very rare.
Yeah.
I imagine it is unlikely to be a belt of fire giant strength, which is also very rare.
Probably not.
But
no.
better. I just figured frost giant strength would be here. Thematic and all.
Sure.
What would that... We have the money left for that?
Yeah, and then, well, yes, but you'd be a little bit shy of what Nolo would need to get both books.
How much?
Like 600 gold.
Shit. Okay, that's fine. I can live with just.
We have party gold. How much party gold do we?
Well, they don't take
another-
coin here.
They don't take coin.
No, but another thing you could do is trade back your rings of warmth.
Fair.
Unless you're planning on coming back here.
The other
Like-
thing, too, is...
Oh.
Out of curiosity, for those people that do swing swords as a more immediate form of dealing damage more often, I've been using some pretty heavy hitting spells lately. I can still swing an axe pretty effectively, but that belt of giant strength might be a good buy for either Holland or because it sets your strength to 23.
Yeah, they'll have about one of those in town.
Okay, I want that.
I'll give up. I was gonna say, goddamn.
Because that's a
Fight
plus.
for-
That makes it a +6, right? I think 23 is +6.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a huge. Like, Charlong probably really wants it for himself, but then thinks about it and is like, this would make so much more sense if one of our fighters was using it. My spells have become my main method of attack. If I need to be swinging the axe, we're in too much trouble for this to matter, right?
Mhm.
That's fair.
But also, Olin does a lot of just archery. So do you really need?
Well, I haven't really been using archery much lately. Like you haven't been around, but I've been just mostly trying to beat the shit out of things because I'm jealous of Lulu getting all the action.
I have some things I
Honestly,
could
that's the
trade
only
too.
reason. Huh?
I have things I could trade. I got some sort of ornate dagger when
Oh, you know-
we were in that thing, and I have a spear of the Redeemer, which sounds important.
I also have a piece of ice titan bone. if
There you
want.
go.
All
And you
right.
can probably get both books.
So you can get both books. Like I said, there's only one belt of frost giant strength, so you'll have to decide which one of you wants it. Either way, you're gonna have to return to Kova Kimmer to pick up the books because it's gonna take 2 weeks for them to.
Unless
scrap them.
both of the fighters say they aren't going to use it, then I'll use it. But like, someone should get a belt of giant strength.
I want it.
All right,
Dibs.
That's fine.
do it.
That's fine.
Give yourself a
I
belt
will
of
look
frost
for a
giant
different
strength.
one a different time. What is a spear of the Redeemer? I
What
wrote
you
that
do-
down.
What you do, Lulu?
It's a weapon I'm not sure why you're not using every time you fight. Well, now that you have the axe, it's probably not as awesome, but like, it's a freaking amazing spear.
I don't spear.
It's what is it called? Belt of Frost Giant.
strength. Yeah,
So the spear of the Redeemer.
I can probably send you a direct link if it helps. I'll put it in our chat.
Is a rare spear that gives a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. In addition, if you would drop to 0 hit points while using this weapon, you drop to 1 hit point instead. Alternatively, if an effect would kill you instantaneously without dealing damage, the effect on you is negated.
Doesn't she also have that ability to drop to 1 as an orc also?
Yes.
It was kind of like double lives back.
Yeah, I could share my spear with someone. If we get the chance, I would like to trade that for one of those belts at some point with.
Well, you can also try in Shelzar. Your chances of getting a hold of a magic items particularly are probably greater in Shelzar.
That's fine. I'll wait for that. If they don't have one or if it's not good enough,
See,
then
what you
someone
do,
else can use
what
my
you
spear.
do is you aim for the belt of Storm Giant strength.
Okay.
So now that you've spent a day and a half negotiating, what would you all like to do?
I'll say
We should
Charlong
probably leave.
probably does most of the negotiation, having been a trader. And if there's any change left in the situation, I don't think there is. I think we were pretty even. But if there's any change left, Charlong's gonna work it into spell components in his pocket.
That's fair. Alan, did you make your roll for your progress?
I did. Let me check what it was. It was like 23 or something, but my thing is like not working. Does anyone have it on the chat?
I see.
don't think-
Is it-
Charlotte, never mind.
It's on the D&D Beyond.
Oh, sure. 1 second.
Because my iPad crashed and I had to restart it. So I lost it. But it was like 7, maybe. It was high.
17, I think.
Yeah, then that's a +4
All right.
because
Yep,
of the proficiency bonus.
Excellent. So you can mark down another successful step toward completing your project.
Cool.
And y'all are able to complete a full rest, a long rest. And from there, any other business before you teleport back to Shelzar?
I might readjust my spell list to prepare to fight the token, but I can do that by myself.
Sure. All right. In that case, welcome home. You teleport back to Shelzar.
Hold on, before we actually finish this are we still wanted in Shelzar?
As far as you know,
Prepare to maybe have to run away from the teleportation circle. Just saying.
Wait, are you wanted? Was I with you when you were wanted?
Yes.
Damn it. I'm pretty sure it was Alan's fault.
if I'm not mistaken, the only ones who are actively wanted in Shelzar are Lulu, Alan, and Charlie, right?
In Haiku, but
Nailed
he's
it.
dead.
And Haiku, yeah.
Nailed it.
Or
I'm gonna
was
put my
No, Charlie
Woke up.
wasn't one of the ones that broke out of jail, right?
Oh, I think I broke out of jail. It happened.
Hold on. Who is still wanted in
Hold on, I have old notes. Although I do have to say, one of my notes for September 16th, 2020, it just says, I have no idea. So I don't know what we were doing, but I used to take good notes.
To be fair, am I recognizable from
Yeah, I was gonna say,
that
is
time to
Lulu
now?
recognizable to anyone other than us?
I mean, not like it's doubtful that someone would look at Lulu from like a wanted poster and be like, "Oh, that's that person."
Okay.
Colin has a hat of guys.
Alan has the head of disguise.
complexion totally different now.
Charlie's the only one I'm worried about, but can probably disguise her herself.
I don't actually have any disguise stuff, but I could just disguise myself.
Put your cloak up. Don't look
Yeah.
suspicious at all.
Put on a pair of glasses with a fake nose and mustache.
Yeah.
Yep. Nailed it. Nailed it. That's how us non-magical folk do it.
So, Alan, do you want to wear the hat of disguise?
Yeah, I guess I will untune with my cloak of protection and tune head of disguise again, so I can keep the belt of frost giant strength.
All right. Charlung, anything to conceal your identity?
I thought I was somewhere else while they got jailed, or was I in jail too?
No, I believe you were passed
Okay.
out on the Julka weed, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that like you had been
Man, this is
unconscious
a
for like 2
throwback.
days?
Yeah. And I woke up and y'all were in jail.
In
or
jail.
breaking out.
Yep.
So I'm not wanted, but I am known
Well done.
associate.
In my defense, they told me to lower my weapons.
I don't know if anyone did
The
tell
first
you
round.
at that point.
We were just aggressive then. You
They did,
waited
'cause
for
they-
the triggers.
Run away, and we were killing all the guards, and we didn't stand down, and so order weapons, and we just didn't, and we just killing guards.
Mm-hmm.
Charlung believes they are not wanted, so we'll take no
I'm
extra.
sure.
Precautions.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go.
So you teleport.
I will cast the circle. Sure.
You teleport to the temple. Temple of Enkili.
Do we need to run?
As soon as you appear, there are a couple of priests there who kind of look up and say, "Were we expecting visitors? State your business."
Just
Do I
passing
recognize the
through.
priest? This
You do not recognize this priest. You do recall the high priest here is Aishella.
I'm a follower of the temple. We've been traveling a long time and needed to get home quick. I happened to remember the sigils.
Oh, well, in that case, many blessings upon you.
Thank you for the soft landing place. It's
May
nice
not.
and warm here. I take off the ring of warmth.
Excellent. The city of Shelzar is at your feet. Welcome home. Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna go look for a belt of my own.
I'm
Well-
gonna go check on my nest in the sewer.
Is everyone just gonna scatter like as soon as we get to?
We should not.
One thing about this makes us split up.
Something about Shelzar that just makes us independent, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's the
fair
warmth that makes us
point.
bold.
Like Charlung wants to go back to the old haunt, but also knows that's a terrible idea.
Probably a bad idea.
I mean, you could go through the sewers and check out the old hood and see if things are okay.
Do we actually need anything in Shelzar though? Like, should
I
we?
just want a belt.
It's this beast.
I mean, you could try to hit the souk to do some trading, but if there's a place to get caught by the guard, there it is.
Yeah, I
I
feel we
don't look like
just
me.
did sufficient trading.
It also
Yeah.
occurs to you as you're reaching the outside stoop of the temple that none of your weapons are peacebound.
Oh,
fuck
that
the
could be a
monkeys.
problem.
I mean, bag of holding. I have what's a quarterstaff? Does that count? It's like my my
quarter stabs are fine.
yeah, I'm good.
Well, can we fake it?
Bag of holding.
I
Anybody?
believe Alan knows how to make a forged peace binding.
All right, I'll do it.
Woohoo! It's all coming back to me. I remember this PTSD.
Go ahead and make your dex check, Alan, to see if you can generate those forged peace bindings.
Ugh, 8. I'll use my inspiration.
All right.
Fuck. Okay, 10.
Well, you do get to add your proficiency bonus, so that's a 14. That's
Okay.
that will be the difficulty of any guard's perception check to notice that those are phony. Are you so I know Ithrin, you said you wanted to stop by the old place. Are you going to split off to do that, or are you going to try to persuade everyone to go with you? Or
So that's Ithrin's first impulse, but on input from her friends, she's like, okay, yeah, that's probably a bad idea.
I think
That
we
was the
should.
intelligence 10 talking.
Yeah. I think we should probably just get out of town. Because,
Yeah.
like, they're not going to be in town that we're looking for this thing. We know everything we need to know to get out of town. Do we need to, like, get a map or anything? Like,
I mean, you all know your way around town.
I don't.
Besides Nolo, right?
Yeah.
The rest of you could
but
walk
like
the streets of Shelzar blindfolded.
this Thelkin that we're hunting, where are we going to find them?
You know of rumors of a place north of Shelzar, about a week's travel, where allegedly a Thelkin has made its lair. They're old rumors. It's possible other adventurers have gone there and cleared it out since you've been in town. So you could check on that, or you could just head for that lair and hope for the best.
We should make sure that there are no rumors of anyone clearing out a Thelkin lair to the north. Since we last heard rumors of there being a Thelkin lair to the north like a year ago, right? We should probably, before we spend a week traveling there.
Where would you like to go to try to verify those rumors?
Rumor verifier, not Charlung. Anyone good? No ideas.
I'm good at perception, but
I mean, the couple places that spring to mind off the top of your head are Bellsmith's Bliss. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Haiku ever told anybody in the party about what went on at Bellsmith's Bliss, right? Like about his
No, he didn't.
right. So you all think that's a safe place still.
Who even knew, honestly, what he did there? He's just like, oh, y'all gonna help me get rid of this insanity? Go. I don't care if I fuck you guys over.
So yeah, the safest place you would all think of off the top of your head would probably be Bellsmith's Bliss.
But also,
Great. That's when the DM phrases it like that. What can go wrong?
yeah, right, exactly. Right. This is not a trap at all.
The other opportunities would be Bones' Dicing House, which is where you got arrested last time.
Make my day.
No.
Make my day. I haven't been arrested in a minute.
How far is that cave from town?
It's like a 7-day journey.
We have to get going.
Yeah. So we probably just should go verify that nobody's cleared up the cave.
Yeah, let's go to Bellsmith's Bliss.
Yep.
I don't think everybody needs to be doing this, little John. I think the fewer of us there are, the better off it is.
You just don't want to get
Shouldn't-
arrested again.
Should
Well,
me and
No,
Owen go?
I genuinely don't know that we should all. If we all get arrested together,
on.
it's not gonna.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. True.
We're also way more powerful now, so we can
Holland
just get
is
out.
Holland looks the least like her old self.
Yes.
Nolo's never been seen here. Maybe the two of you go to check on the rumors. The rest of us stay kind of hidden, just in case anyone recognizes us.
I mean, the
Did
safest
they
place.
like us?
That's the problem. The people that remember us are going to remember us, and they'll probably like us, but then they'll know that we're also wanted. So who knows?
We can set a timer, and I can send a sending spell if we haven't heard from you in a certain amount of time.
Having said that, the safest place to lay low and hide probably would be Ithrin's old lair.
Yeah.
Adrian,
Also,
what you want?
I'm down.
Also, don't forget the rings of the pack. We have like shortwave
Yeah.
telekinetic.
All right. So Nolo and Alan in disguise start making their way to Belsmith's Bliss, while the rest of you hop into the sewers and make your way to Ithrin's old haunt.
I'm gonna. Yeah,
When
okay,
you're
real quick.
Sure. When you arrive at the old lair, Ithrin, you find it in the state you left it in. It looks like it's been basically untouched since then. In fact, as you're looking through your things, you find a couple of scraps of clothing that you're fairly certain belong to Haiku.
Oh, now I'm sad. I will preserve those clothes and possibly gift them to Holland if she's here.
She is currently on her way to Belsmith's Bliss, but
Okay,
you
well then
can
I'll
certainly
just preserve them as best I can and
wrap them up and bag them.
think about giving them to her later.
Charlie, is there anything that you want to do while you're down there in the sewer?
I feel like you're trying to tell me something, but I can't think of anything.
No, I'm just asking.
Okay, no.
Just checking. Lulu, anything that you want to do while you're down there in the sewer?
I'm pacing because I'm nervous about Alan and Nolo going.
Sure, that's fair. So the two of you, Alan and Nolo, you make your way into Belsmith's Bliss. Upon heading in, you find the same familiar red carpeting, the same familiar counter, and Mr. Dandy, the half-orc bodyguard, greets you on entry and says, "Welcome to the Bliss. How may I be of service to you?"
Oh, we just want to clarify some rumors, or clarify if there's been any rumors about a certain holding up north.
About that time, like 9 extremely attractive people come walking in and sort of stand on display in front of the couches. He says, "Perhaps one of our workers have heard something. Is there one that catches your fancy?"
I'm a turtle, so no.
He raises an eyebrow. I see. Well, if it's chatter you're looking for, I would recommend hitting a pub and throwing some money around.
Thank you for your information. The parts just don't work, they don't. Anyway.
Is Alan going to say or do anything?
Nope.
All right.
What are these things called again? The we're looking for the
Thulkin layer. Yeah.
Falcon. Let me try to say it right.
I'm throwing it in the chat, the spelling.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a TH.
Yes. If you want to just kind of like generally carouse around and try to see if you can pick up some rumors, I would let you both make a persuasion check.
I just like shout like to like anyone around. Anybody hear about that Falcon lair up north? What's
I
up
mean,
with that?
you can, and you get a lot of really weird looks from people on the street.
People are pretty rude here, it seems.
I roll my eyes. Like I don't know this Nolo guy yet. Like I don't. I can't get a read on him.
You start.
Is that persuasion?
Yes.
I have a -1 in persuasion.
Nice.
I got
No, okay. If I rolled what I said a minute ago, I got a nat 20 on that roll. If it's persuasion.
Excellent. So as you're wandering, you eventually make your way to the souk. Nolo, you kind of stop and start speaking with a elderly woman, human, looks like she's probably about 90, has various sort of handcrafted jewelry, but also you see a couple of maps in her stall. And she explains to you that no one has been asking around about it for some time. And the last adventurers that she knew of that showed any interest in it left town under dubious circumstances. But she does have a map that she would be willing to part with you with for a mere 5 gold.
She's ripping me off, right? Like that's five gold for a map. That's like a lot, right?
I mean, you've heard of maps being upwards of 100 gold in some places.
All right, I'm like a tourist here, so you can rip me off if she wants. I don't know. So I'll give her 5 gold.
All right. She presents you with the map. Alan, on the other hand, you're walking around kind of asking questions nonchalantly. And then you bump into, like literally, bump into an ironbred. And as she turns around, you recognize her immediately.
I knew I saw this coming.
She says, "Can I help you?"
Nope. No, you may not help me.
No, you may not.
Oh, well, excuse me. I'm sorry. It's crowded. I just didn't see you here. You sound so familiar.
Well, you sound like a bitch.
She like tilts her
Alan's
head
going back to jail.
She
Shit.
like tilts her head to the side and says, "Well, I never," and turns on her heels and walks away.
As she walks away, I flick her off.
Excellent. Nolo, as you're walking up with your map, you see Alan giving somebody an obscene hand gesture as they walk away.
Somebody you know?
Someone from a past life, yes.
I know all about that. I got a map. Supposedly it's for the Falcon lair. I'm pretty sure I got ripped off. $5 gold for a map seems a bit excessive, but whatever gets us to our goals.
Right. Well, let me take you to Ithrin's lair, and then I guide him there.
Right. As you're going over top, you walk through the old hood, and it's as if very little has changed.
Is my my shop still there?
Your shop is still there. Though it seems as though, like, the building is still there. It seems as though there's another business being operated out of it.
Oh. Bummer.
That used to be yours?
Yep.
You see there's a pair of elves sitting out front, smoking the weed out of these large glass tubes.
I'll ask them what happened to the shop that was here.
Oh, we moved in. The place had been fallow for about 6 months. We tried to get a hold of the original owners. We couldn't, so we went to the Temple in Manaway, and they said we could get it for just a 10 gold a month stipend. So we're glass blowers. There was a forge in here already. It all came in real handy for making glass. Were you looking for something? You interested in a piece? I have this 6 foot long bong I just built.
I think about it because I have a feeling that Charlie would appreciate that as a gift.
Buy it.
Huh?
I think you should buy it.
How much for the bong?
100 gold.
100 gold you can get out of here.
This is master glass work. I learned this all the way in the village of Equius in the Broadreach Horizon.
You made that up.
He says, no, I went
ready to grow on me.
no, I went there to visit 2 months ago. I have a cousin that lives there.
You seem unsure of this entire story. I don't believe you.
No, it's true. They just had like a big war out that way.
Yeah, name 5 of the best battles of that war.
Well,
He's been using the bong. He can't.
he said, well, there was the Battle of Corian's Trod.
Are you sweating?
It's hot.
Are you giving it like a field sobriety test?
It's gonna make him like extra paranoid for no reason. Nightmare.
So mean.
Says, look, do you want the glass or not? Otherwise, I have this hand pipe that's 15 gold.
Just a pipe?
Yeah.
Can I sleight of hand wrist pocket one of those things?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check. Your DC is going to be 12.
Because wrist pocket's a spell, so like I just flick my hand, it disappears into like a space.
Oh, okay.
So like when I look, grab something and just kind of go, whoop, it's just gone.
That's fine. Absolutely.
And I'm basically distracting them while I'm talking about it. And those make me get more paranoid.
You cast the spell and you get it. You can also see that the tattoo shop next door is boarded up.
Yeah. I point out that shop and I kind of whisper to Noel that's where Sherlock used to work.
You want to go visit?
I don't know. Would there be anything in there that would be worth for us to get for Sherlock?
Maybe some tools that's behind. We can go check.
Let's go check. We'll go into
anyway,
the back.
You losers away. Good luck lying to people about your master glass ass, whatever the fuck. Anyway, bye.
Are you gonna rip down the boards and step into the shop?
Not in the front, but like maybe in the back. Not like obviously next to these elf guys.
Wait, before we like rip things, yeah, I guess we're ripping shit up. Okay.
What was the matter?
No, I was just seeing if I can just sneak us in, magically.
Like magically?
Dimension door.
I mean, you said it's boarded up, so we can't just like unlock it, right?
No, yeah, it's like there's like boards over.
Yeah, we'll unboard a window and climb in.
Yeah, we're both super buff.
Yeah, especially me now. My strength is 23. Investigation check.
Yeah, why don't you both make an investigation check, please?
A strong wizard got a 17 strength.
Oh my god, I'm rolling like ass. Got a 5.
14.
Alan, as you're looking around, you're just kind of like overwhelmed with memories. memories of not only of Charlung, but also why is
Breck.
his name escaping me? Breck. Thank you.
Mm.
And you kind of get lost for a moment. But something does, two things catch Nolo's attention. One, you find a set of hand tattoo needles that look like they're probably worth something, whether either monetarily or sentimentally. The other thing you find is what appears to be a shin guard from a suit of Legionnaire's armor that is covered in rust.
Oh shit. These look important. Think you might want these.
So is this rust contaminated still?
As far as you understand it, the way that the ritual worked was that once the true ritual was cast to break the enchantment on rust, that just made it available to be cured magically.
Okay.
So chances are good that if that is in fact what if it is infected with Legionnaire's rust, it's still infected with Legionnaire's rust.
Oh no.
You maybe shouldn't touch that.
Oh, I'll put the needles down.
No. To keep the needles. Fuck.
I'd like both of you to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Here we go again.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
21.
Okay, like 10. Oh, actually, no, 10 both times.
Excellent. Alan, you do not contract it. Nolo, you don't feel anything.
Oh,
Oh no.
DM. Oh my god.
It's okay. There's a vaccine now, guys. This ain't shit anymore.
Oh God.
No more masks. You know, they said it's okay. People keep dying, but it's okay.
You're hilarious. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna come near Nolo anymore. Hi, Lily.
You are aware that casting Lesser Restoration will end the disease.
It will?
Yeah. Now that the
spell is
ritual was worked, it can just be cured magically like any disease.
okay.
Oh, so
All right,
Um,
like as soon as we get to Ithrin or Charlie, have them
How-
cast.
However, were it not clear to you, the markings on that shin guard look familiar.
No, don't tell me they're lava
I mean, why would I love this? And probably most likely, where did Breck go when we left? I forgot.
Oh shit.
The last time you saw Breck, they were in
It's been a while.
Leone.
Yeah, with why can I think of the name of the character that Malachi played? The cat.
Yes,
The
they were.
Manticore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they split ways together.
Was Breck Roz's character?
Yeah.
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 She's in town right now.
Is she?
I should have called her.
Shoulda.
She's only here for a week, but I'm gonna tell her this happened. She's gonna be like, "What? Oh my God!"
Well, and tell her hello too.
I would
I feel-
absolutely.
I feel a knot coming into my throat when I recognize that that's Brex. And I'm like, okay, well, we should probably go.
Okay, and I'll just take the needles. Also, I like wrist pocket the fucking glass. I'm like, oh, I should probably put this in here because it's gonna fall out of the sky in like an hour. So like, make sure it stays out of the.
So are you going to leave the shin guard?
I mean, I guess it's up to Holland if that's like important to them.
I guess Do we have something to put it in so it won't be contagious?
I mean, bag of holding.
But it won't
Yeah.
then all of the items in your bag be
No.
contaminated?
They
Okay,
just in little pockets.
Right,
Okay.
but and as soon as you cast lesser restoration on the item, it will no longer be contagious as well.
okay. So yeah, please put it in your bag.
All right.
All right. You make your way down into the sewers where Ithrin and the others are gathered and waiting.
Show them what you found.
I'll pop out the shin guard and the needles.
I thought for sure you were gonna pull out the pipe.
Ithrin
Oh
immediately.
yeah, I stole this.
scampers
This is pretty sick,
back.
right? Yeah, it's a bong. It's kind of crazy, right?
When
Yeah,
Lulu
you-
recognizes the metal from Breck, she's gonna punch the wall real hard. That's how we handle feelings.
Yeah, Lulu buries her arm in the wall about wrist deep.
I guess they didn't like the bong. I'm gonna put it down on the ground.
That belonged to our friend.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
We found it in Charlong's old shop.
And you recognize the needles are his old needles, Sherlin.
Those were his too.
Hmm.
Must not have had time to come back for anything. I carry all my stuff in a bag just in case I ever need to run. I learned that as a very young little kid.
Can someone cast lesser restoration on Nala?
I can tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna put these things down.
Let me look real quick.
We took a long rest.
Well, yes.
I have greater restoration. Will that work?
That'll work, yeah.
Better.
There
Get
you
rid
go.
of the pills I had.
Yeah, you clear the the Legionnaire's rust from any infection in the area with greater restoration.
If
That's a relief.
if this old piece of his armor had the rust, does that mean that he had it?
Probably. I don't think we're gonna see him again. I think we should put this respectfully in a cenotaph somewhere.
Can I guess identify on this? Would that help me identify if this person's still around or not?
No, it would help you identify if it was a magic item.
I mean, you might still get some information.
I can ritual cast identify on it just to see if we can get anything on it.
Sure.
I'll do that.
You take the time to ritual cast identify on it. It has no magical properties. It's just a piece of Centurion armor shin guard.
Yeah, it seems like nothing I can gleam out of this. Can I cast mending to get rid of the rust on it so we can have like a nice little thing for their what they're gonna do?
Yeah, you cast mending on it, and about half of the surface of it flakes away. What remains behind is polished and new looking, but it is smaller, is diminished.
Wait. This spell repairs a single break or tear an object you touch, such as a broken chain link to
Yeah, you've effectively removed the damaged, diseased tissue from the top of it.
Gotcha.
Well, I happen to remember the sigils for the what was it, why can I not think the ivory tower, the white tower, what's the name of
The Citadel?
The Citadel.
And you're talking about the Gleaming Valley?
Yeah. I happen to remember the runes for the Gleaming Valley's teleportation circle too, so if we want to bring them home someday, we probably could.
If you want, I could just hold on to this for now. That's when you guys want to hold on to it. It's more sentimental to you.
Less bulky in a bag.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Unless someone feels like it.
Anything else before you head out? Are you going to take a rest down in the lair before you head out into the desert?
That's probably a good idea, at least so I can reset my spells.
Excellent. And are you, Ithrin, are you going to give Alan what you found, or are you going to wait?
I think since we're doing a long rest, at some point I will approach all and say, I found something I think you might want.
What is it?
These belong to Haiku.
I put my
And
hands out to get
yeah,
taken.
it's just some of his personal belongings, but you know, out of anyone here, I thought you should have them.
I put a hand on Ithrin's shoulder and I say thank you. And I like hug the items and then I put them away in my bag. And I'm
Alright.
trying really hard not to cry.
Yeah, Ithrin will just back awkwardly away.
And that, friends, is where we'll wrap things up for the evening. So you may all take a long rest. You may reassign your spell slots.
And level up.
No, you may not level up. Heartbreak is not a significant challenge for leveling.
We need to make
I
a
mean, you could
D&D
try,
where
though.
characters have a level and then an emotional level. This
I mean,
this
there-
episode would have been an emotional level up.
There are games like that. They're just not D&D.
That's true. Any
Okay.
questions, comments, complaints, or concerns before we head out?
Roz says hi.
How's
Tell Roz we
hi,
said hi.
Roz. We miss you.
Hi, Roz, you're dead.
Tell her I just strongly implied that her character didn't make it.
Thanks to Sarah way earlier in the captain reference. I've had level keep us together stuck in my head this whole episode, and I just wanted to share that before we.
That's good. It builds character. All right. Well, we will return in 2 weeks' time to continue our adventures as you go on a hunt for a Thulkin. In the interim, I have been Travis. My pronouns are he and they. When I'm not running games, I'm writing them, including Scarland stuff, a bunch of which is currently on sale over at Indie Press Revolution, half off for traditional print materials. Head over there and check it out. Also want to remind you that the Trinity Continuum backer kit, the Player's Guide backer kit, is live. If you've not yet done so, go over there and support that on backer kit. Get all kinds of neat stuff. We're already unlocking stretch goals. It's a great, grand time. Let's have everyone explain to us who you are, what you do, who you're playing, your pronouns, their pronouns, anything you would like to promote, and we will start things off with Charlene.
Hey, I'm Corey, aka Narf on the interwebs, and I and Charlong, both they, them. As far as things to promote, Caves of Cut, game I work on. Pretty fun. It's a roguelike. Check it out.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I have thrown
brain a
the
little
link
weird.
to that.
Level
Oh,
keep
it's all
us
good.
together.
I have thrown the link to Caves of Cud in the chat. And thank you again, Corey, both for being here and for being our techie. I greatly appreciate it. Next up, Alan, please tell us all your pertinence.
Hi, my name is Milena, she, they. Holland is she, her. In real life, I am a comic book artist and movement coach in Chicago-ish. And I don't have anything to promote that's new. Just follow me on the social medias. Milena Dineno for art, or Milena Moves Mindfully for movement. And give me your money on Patreon, patreon.com/Milena Dineno. And yeah, I had a lot of fun today. I'm very sad about certain things. I'm glad I didn't punch that person in the gut right away and get arrested for starting fights in the street. And it took all I had.
I'm proud of you for your restraint.
Thank you. Like, I bet Nolo was like, why is she being aggressive towards that person? It's like, that wasn't aggressive. Yeah, and I'm starting to warm up to Nolo, so that's interesting as well.
It is interesting. I look forward to seeing where this takes us.
Yeah.
And next up, that brings us to Ithrin. Please, your pertinence.
Hello, I was playing Ithrin, the cleric druid, super conflicted, super fatalistic. You can find me Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere on the internet, including my very own Twitch channel, where tomorrow we will be hosting Solid Metal. It is a BattleTech game using a homebrewed Fate adaptation.
Ooh, that sounds
It's
like
a lot
fun.
of fun.
Yeah.
And then on a Friday, I will be running the first session of our Blade Runner campaign. We've already done a session 0. You can find that on the VODs. And yeah, we're going to run our first session on Friday. I'm really excited. I've got a great crew. It's a great setting. Hopefully, it'll be a great story. It will be, because my players are amazing.
That is awesome. Sounds like a lot of fun. I've thrown the link to the channel in the chat. Everybody go over there. Be sure to follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And don't miss those awesome stories. Next up, Lulu, your pertinence, please.
Hi, I'm Allie. I play Lulu. We're both she, her. I guess I'm not allowed to say I don't do anything interesting. I have seen pieces of bodies turn into medical devices.
Hey,
But-
but you're not the
Follow
Twitter
everyone
lady.
here.
Just to clarify, you're not the Twitter lady.
Twitter lady, I am not. That's all.
Thank you so much. And next up, Charlie, your pertinence, please.
I am Sarah Sharnover, she, her. I play Charlie, she, her. I play video games on Twitch on Mondays and Thursdays. Usually it's around 7 p.m. Central Time. I do this every first, third, and fifth Wednesday. If I don't remember though, Travis will tell me.
Oh, that's right. We're back next week.
Yeah.
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 You only get a week of emotional cooldown.
And then I also typically put out videos. I do vlogs about essentially my life, and then I'm punching my mic. My life like as a writer and stuff, and I post those usually on Sundays, maybe Monday morning.
Excellent. And I have thrown a link to Sarah's Twitch in the chat. Go over and follow. Also, Sarah's Patreon is up there. And last but not least, that brings us to Nolo. Please, your pertinent details.
Hey guys, I'm Mike Newton. I play Nolo, both of us, he, him. Glad that Holland is warming up to him because he has felt a kinship immediately to her. We have similar trauma.
Trauma bonds, always healthy.
He peaked it right away. And yeah, in real life, I am a comic artist and puppy dad. Yeah.
That's a pretty adorable puppy you got there.
Thank you. He's very bite happy. And yeah, comics coming soon. I think I'm freshly out of art blocks, so I think cool stuff coming pretty soon, guys. So follow me everywhere at Mike Newton.
Rock and roll. Please do head over and do that. And once again, I've been Travis, and I will shut up and get out of everybody's hair so y'all can get some rest. Please do go check out the sale for over at Indie Press Revolution and hang out. We're gonna raid our friends over at Dark Tales. Till then, see you next time. Take care of yourselves and each other. Get your shots.